Grand Rising, and welcome to Early Bird Tea. It's your girl Rachel Listens, and I'm here to deliver your motivation devotional. And I hope you are ready to receive it. Today we are on day 3 of navigating constant change, because we need help navigating constant change. Things are always changing, and so on and so forth. So let's get into it. The title of today's devotional is Growing Under Pressure. Without change, there is no growth. A seed cannot grow into a plant without going through a process of changes. Neither can a baby become an adult without going through years of change. It is no different for us as adults. Change does not stop us. Change does not stop for us physically, as those of us seeing some wrinkles and saggy skin can tell you, and neither does it stop for us emotionally or spiritually. There are many ways that we can encourage growth in ourselves, such as reading the Bible, listening to teachings, and spending time with the Lord. Other ways that growth can occur in us, whether we want it or not, is through external pressure or changes in our environment. Rather than resisting change or questioning it, let us use it for the growth God intended. Let us ask the Lord how He would like us to use this for our good and how we can grow through this. Easier said than done, because some things hurt. Some things are uncalled for. Some things are unnecessary. So it is a little bit of a blanket statement to just tell people to ask God to ask God, like, how are you going to use this for my betterment? And it can be very hard, but it's just a prompt. This is a light prompt to whether or not you want to have provision, whether or not you want to overcome the change that is taking place. Is there something in our heart He wants to deal with? Sometimes change takes place because God is dealing with the earth. God is dealing with the people who are here. God is dealing with the circumstances and the situations that He sees us putting ourselves into and through constantly over and over and over again. And sometimes God has to do drastic things on this earth so that people can get a message. So sad to say, it's caused by change. It's created by change. A lot of times, like, let's say, for example, any of these big movements that caused, like, people to riot or do anything, it was all caused by change. It was caused by some lives being lost. It was caused by people getting hurt. It was caused by a lot of things going untargeted for a long period of time. So sadly, for the betterment of humanity, because we're so stubborn and we don't move when God tells us in His quiet voice to move, He has to do things around us that force us to move. And I am a witness, because I'm very stubborn. God has to put me in a corner so that I can be able to do what He's been telling me to do for the last year. So I fully understand, but for those who aren't tapped in or they're not ready, it can be a lot and very hard. And that's why it's so important that we tap in, that we get acquainted with our Father, that we get into the Word, that we figure things out. And that's all God really wants from us, is to come home and seek Him every day, effortlessly. Like, just seek Him relentlessly, not effortlessly, relentlessly seek Him over and over and over again every single day. Often under pressure, things come out that we did not even know were there. As the Apostle Paul says, testing produces perseverance, character, and hope. Take heart and remember that this time of discomfort will pass, and that we live for an unseen eternal glory. The recommended reading is 2 Corinthians 4. For our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us an eternal glory that far outweighs them all. I'm going to read 17 again. 2 Corinthians 4:17. For our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us an eternal glory that far outweighs them all. So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen, since what is seen is temporary. What is right here with your own two eyes is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. The love that we have for each other, the care that we have for each other, the things that are free that we give to one another, regardless of our circumstance and our situation, those things are free and they are eternal. You can pass that on. The amount of love that you put in this earth will forever live on, because no one is ever going to forget somebody that loved on them. No one is ever going to forget somebody that checked up on them. No one is ever going to forget somebody that cared for them. So we have to try our best to go out there and be those unseen things, and just and all of it comes from God. Like, this whole thing is about love, it's about care, it's about respect and showing up for one another. So he wants us to go out there and do it for each other, and he gives us the strength to continue doing so, to continue showing up, to continue caring, to continue spreading love, to continue reminding people that we love you, I love you, I actually care for you, and I want everyone to succeed, regardless if you hate me or not, regardless if you don't like what I'm saying or not, regardless if you don't like what I'm doing or not, regardless of what you think of me or not. I love you. I care for you. And a lot of people be hurt out here, and it's because they don't hear I love you enough. So I love you. This is for you. I care for you. And I pray that the Lord blesses you with everything that your heart needs to be at peace. Because if it's not at peace, I don't know where it's at. But I love you and I care for you. And thank you for being here with me. Share this with somebody. It'll be unfair not to share. And I will see you tomorrow.